أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. Assalamu alaikum. My dear students, I think you are waiting for a new video which is related with the activity 20F. Now let's move on the screen and I will show you that what the author is going to asking from us. First of all, if you can see that in the instructions they are saying open the file that you saved in activity 20E. Change the formula in cell F2 to F6 to display 8 to this house if the number of students in this house is less than 6. Ideal number if there are between 6 and 10 students, or to display full if the number is more than 10. Now in this formula and in this activity they are going to ask from us that first you can open activity 20E which we have already saved and you have seen in my previous videos that how we have performed and saved activity 20E, and then from cell F2 to F6 they are going to ask from us that you can add a formula that who can show the students if the number are less than 6, that 8 to this house, that in any house that like a red, green, yellow, blue, whatever they have asked, then the computer with the help of if statement is going to show us the result that 8 to this house. Then the next message will become when the student is between 6 and 10 in each and every house, then they are going to show us the result ideal numbers, that it's an ideal number that you can store it over here. And the last message will be show us full when the number is more than 10 in each and every house. Now for repeating and explaining and understanding that how they are going to perform these three checks in activity 20E and then we will be saved it as activity 20F. Let's move to our Excel screen and implement these functions and these changes in that exercise. Now let's move to the Excel sheet. In here students, as you've seen that activity 20E is open, and as the author is going to tell us that from cell F2 to F6 we are going to change some major changes, that when in these four houses the students are just less than in a number of 6, then they are going to show us that ideal between 6 and 10, that 8 to this house or full or something else. Now how we are going to perform the changes? First, we can check the formula in these four columns. Click on a formula menu, then click on a show formula, and the computer will show you the exact value of that cell. Now in here what they are going to say that the function is, if you can see that they are going to tell us that if E2, that it's the E2, I am going to little bit closing over here that you can see all these red houses and the greens, that the red house, green house, blue house, yellow house, these are the student houses where we are going to perform this check now, that if E2 less than 6, add to this house full, then E3, E4, E5 as they are going to tell us now. Now I am going to add that what should be the changes if I am going to double click on it, as you have seen that the cursor is coming over here, and after add to this house, I am going to add another function of if, that which is if then the bracket. It's very important that when you are doing the parenthesis, that the bracket, and you can type E2 is a cell, then less than 11, you can say that the less than 11. How? It's less and 11, then you can place and type comma, and after that inverted commas you are going to type that ideal numbers, inverted commas, close, then comma, and after that it will be show us that full. At the end, as I told you, we are going to place another parenthesis bracket. Now it's close. If you can see, I have typed here is equal to, if E2, it's E2 cell number that is coming over here, less than 6. If the number of the students in that red house is less than 6, then the computer will show us add to this house, that I have a space, I have a gap, I have more seats. Now add the student in this house. The other condition is if E2 less than 11, that if the computer is going to check that the E2 have a less than 11, that they will show ideal numbers. And if it is totally that more than these numbers, then they are going to show us full message. Now I am going to press enter. Your formula is placing here. I am going to uncheck the formula bar. It's showing me ideal number. Now I am going to drag that formula till F5. Then they are going to show me that ideal number is between 6 and 10 or 11, that they are going to do ideal number. You can store it. Okay, now I have a number in greenhouse 4 students only. I have only 4 students in this greenhouse. Then the computer have telling me, computer is give me a decision that add to this house, that I have a space, I have a seats, extra seats, then you can add the student in this house. Now the other one is ideal, it's 9, and then 11, it's full. Why? Because it is greater than 11 students, greater than 11 students, greater than 10 students, and the yellow house is full, and there is no capacity that you can write full here. For example, if here in this cell I can place that 6, now look, ideal number, if it's 4, I will be type here that they are going to tell me that 6, it's now 3. Add to this house. Did you have seen the changes over here? First it was 9, as I am typing here again, that I am typing here 9, ideal number, it's mean between 6 and 11. If I can type 6, ideal number, and if I can type here 5, then what should be the result? Add to this house. Now that you can add the students, I have a space. Did you have seen in here that when we are going to applying these conditions, the computer will show us the result for all these systems now. For all this number of students, that it is a number of students in each house. That you are going to just drag it here and it will become here. You will be just double click on it. You can be resize the all these things, the columns, and all you will find that the formulas are here and it's fixed. If you want that it could be on the left align, then click on a home, and then in here align, it should be left align now. Sorry. Now in left align that you can find these formulas, that ideal numbers, because it's from between 16 to 11, then 8 to this house because it's less 6 student number, ideal again 6 to 11, and full if equal to 11 or more than 11. Now they are going to tell you that you have this much students. Then in here if you can see the same one, that number of students with less than 5 classes, if you have a classes over here, then they are less than that, it's 10. And number of students with total number of students are 12 or more classes, then it will be, you have a 4 in here. Now my dear students, I think you can understand easily that how we can type conditions inside conditions as we have done here. Then to show you that inside the F, first you can monetizing, first you can implement it, first you can learn, enter the one condition and then the other condition. As I am going to show you that how it will be possible. Now let's see one again that what you are going to telling the computer that what should be your condition. Now in here if you can see is equal to, if E2 is our this number which is 9 in the red house, less than 6, 8 to this house, if E2 less than 11, ideal numbers are, then it's more than 11, that it would be full. They are going to tell us that it's a full number over here. If we can check that in here, what they are saying, that to display 8 to this house, if the number of students in this house is less than 6, if the number of students is less than 6, then the computer is going to show us that less than 6, then should be 8 to this house. It's less than 6, it's 8 to this house. The other condition which we are going to say that if the number of students in this house is less than 6, then they will going to show you the 8 to this house. The other condition is between 6 and 10 students, 6 and 10 students, that the ideal number, if there are between 6 and 10 students, then what you are going to do, that what we have done, that they will be the ideal number 6 to 10, that less than 10, 11, it's less than 11, that it's ideal number, the E2 will be ideal number, but between 6 and then you can say greater than 6 and less than what, 11, then they will going to show you the ideal number, and the full number will be going to show you how it will be, that it will be just going to show you the number of fulls if they are greater than 11. Now in here if I can type that greater than 6 less than 11, ideal number, ideal number, greater than 6 less than 11, it will be ideal number. Then if the number are greater than 11 or 10, the house, the class, the section, the green house, the red house, the blue house and the yellow house is full. I think you can understand easily that how we are going to write if condition and another condition one by one in here. In today's video, we have learned that how first we can change a previous formula, how we can edit a previous formula, just double click on it and the computer is going to show you the result which you want, and you can edit something in your previous functions or previous formulas. And for that you will also press from your keyboard F2 and then it will become on that side. Now our functions are completed, our tasks are completed. What we are going to do, that first we can save as that file with the activity of 20F. As previous I told you, click on file, then save as, and in here in the save as I have a chapter 20, and inside in the chapter 20 I have already created all the previous tasks with you. Then I have right here activity 20F. Now my activity is completed. As you have seen that all the A, B, C, D, E activities are here. Then all the tasks which we have performed till 20L, now it's completed. Then I am going to save. It's already selected that Excel workbook. You are not going to save it at a CSV format or a comma separated format or comma separated values format. You will directly select on Excel and workbook. Now when I can select it, then I will click on save, and you can find here activity 20F. Now our changes, each and everything what we have done here in all these, it's changed and it's saved in activity 20F. At the end, if you cannot type your name as a student, as I have typed over here that by Sir Ishtiaq, then you can also type it in here at the end of any Excel activity. It's very important. It's very important when you are going to performing all your activities in the examination hall and in the computer lab. Without that, the examiner will not going to accept your any practical file, your any practical task, your any practical assignments, that what you have done and by whom you have done and who have the student name. Because in the examination they are going to give you the center ID, student ID and your name. It will be very important that you can save it. If you can like my video and you are understand it easily and it's clear the concept of your if condition and count conditions and count functions in these videos and the previous videos, then you can subscribe my video. You can also like my video, share my video, and also press the bell icon. Also click the bell icon that you can receive firstly immediately basis when I will be uploaded my new videos. Then you will get the new notifications. That's the end of our today lecture activity 20F. Have a nice day, take care, and remember me in your precious prayers in the month of Ramadan. Allah Hafiz.